Kanika Gupta, and today we'll be making spaghetti with tomato concasse sauce. And for that we first boil our spaghetti. So here's some water in a pan and I'll boil my spaghetti. For that you have to keep the water for boiling. Just add little bit of oil, olive oil. And then you have to wait for the water to boil. And side by side we will chop garlic for some tomato concasse sauce. So tomato concasse sauce is basically from Italy, and it is a basic tomato sauce which you can use for pasta, spaghettis, chicken and other dishes. So you have to finely chop the garlic. It is advisable for you to use fresh garlic instead of garlic paste, because this will give you an extra fresh flavor of the garlic. I have taken at least 8 to 10 pieces of garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can reduce the quantity of garlic. Some people also use pickled garlic. You can also use that. And now when our water has already boiled, we'll add the spaghetti to it. And the main part which you have to keep in mind is that you do not have to break the spaghetti. You have to just keep it like that so that it gets immersed in the water by itself, by the heat of the water. Slowly you will watch that the spaghetti is totally immersed in water and you need not to break it. We'll keep pushing this spaghetti downwards as it gets hot and it gets folded. Also, I'll add little salt to spaghetti at this point because of two things. Because it, first of all, it will make it cook faster, and secondly it's easier to salt the pasta at this stage. So you need to keep pushing the spaghetti so that it is immersed in water. Just don't break it. I'll use a spatula for this. So you just have to wait for some time and your spaghetti will be immersed in water. So now you have to cook it, you have to boil it, and you have to keep a thing in mind that it should not be boiled completely, it should be little raw. It is called the al dente stage in French. It means that little raw to the tooth. So it takes 5 to 7 minutes to cook the spaghetti, and we'll continue with our chopping. Tomatoes for the concasse sauce. What you have to do is you have to clean, remove the bud. Use a sharp knife for this. Removing bud is very important because else it spoils the sauce. So you can make a V shape insertion in a V shape, which can remove the bud easily. So the spaghetti is boiled and we'll sieve it. The spaghetti is ready. And now we'll keep some boiling water for our tomatoes. And if you want, you can run through cold water to the spaghetti so that it stops cooking further. And we have kept some water for the tomatoes, and for tomatoes you have to remove the bud, and then you have to make a cross at the back of the tomato, so that just like this, so that it's easier to peel off at the end. So this step is done so that we can peel off the skin of the tomato at the end. Till that time we have finely chopped some onion for the sauce. You need at least 1 or 2 onions for 7 to 8 tomatoes. So the water is boiled for the tomatoes, and now carefully place the tomatoes in the boiling water. Okay, so now we'll wait for them. It will take around 1 minute for them to cook. So now the potatoes are boiled. By how can you check? Insert a knife in a tomato, and if the knife is completely in the tomato, so then the tomatoes are cooked. And you can see the skin has started coming off. So now keep a bowl of cold water ready. Finally chop the mushrooms, and now take a pan and within which we'll make our concasse sauce. And if you remember the tomatoes, we've cooked them, and now you will deskin them. It will be very easy for you to deskin them after we have cooked them, else it's not very easy to deskin the tomatoes. We'll also deseed them. Tomatoes are deskinned, and now you will deseed them. Just open the tomato and push the pulp outwards so that all the seeds are out. So now we'll add some oil, olive oil, to the pan. So some good amount of olive oil, and we'll add the garlic. We'll add the garlic to the oil when it's cold, because it will help us extract the most of the flavor of the garlic. So you have to be very careful so that you don't burn the garlic. By the time the garlic is cooking, you have to chop the tomatoes finely chopped so that we can make a puree out of it. I have chopped the tomatoes. This will make the most of the part of the concasse sauce. So when the garlic is golden brown, just add the onions. I will reduce the temperature because I don't want onions to be overcooked. Now the onions are a little pinkish. We'll wait for them to be golden, and then we'll add the tomatoes. So the onions are golden brown, and now we'll add the tomatoes. Okay, so squeeze the tomatoes so that you can make a puree type. And so while cooking, add little salt. It's called feeding. It will help tomatoes to cook faster. Mix it up. So the potatoes are cooking. Add the mushrooms or whatever vegetable you want to add. You can add baby corn, you can add American corns. So basically our concasse sauce is almost ready. It just needs some seasoning. You will have to add some oregano. You can also add some fresh oregano. You have to add some chili flakes. Add some more salt and freshly ground black pepper. So now our veggies are almost cooked. We'll cook them for some more time. And so that our spaghetti takes the flavor of the sauce, add spaghetti and mix it up nicely. Also, we'll add our pasta liquor. Pasta liquor is the leftover liquid of the pasta which we have boiled, and it helps and it gives a very nice texture to the sauce as well as the spaghetti. If you don't have any of the pasta liquor left, just add some water. So now the spaghetti is done and the sauce is mixed in it. You can add more salt according to your taste and also black pepper. So once it's done, we need to plate it. So we have a plate here and we can plate our spaghetti. So use 2 forks, twirl the spaghetti onto one fork and with the help of another, and then you can add little sauce over it. And this is how you can make a spaghetti with tomato concasse. Thank you.